Hi guys, this is Alisa from Alisa's Transmuting Tarot Facebook page and from Alice's Wonders Facebook page, and for those of you who follow YouTube, from Alisa's Transmuting Tarot YouTube channel. Hi guys, so today I'm doing another collective intuitive tarot reading. For those of you who follow it, I do these every week. Last week I skipped one, so I was resting and just relaxing. And so this week I'm back on track and we're talking again about intuitive tarot readings. Well, most precisely we're talking about what's coming, what energy is coming to us this week. So guys, first of all, let me look at my plan as always. Yes, first of all, as always, I want to quickly warn you, beware of the scammers. Remember, right now, when things are more virtual, I should be more careful so that the camera doesn't wobble. Anyway, so beware of the scammers right now when everything is virtual. Scammers are somehow a little bit more active, so it's a little bit more difficult to get rid of them. So if anybody contacts you in the comments below and offers you any spells, any curses, any correct tarot readings or anything else like this, just ignore these people and concentrate on the content of the video as always. Now, so this is it. So first of all, guys, since last week I didn't do a tarot reading, I'm not gonna be recapping last week. Well, because there is nothing to recap. So, I mean, not much. There is only one astrological event that I'm going to mention. But other than that, since there was no tarot reading done, I'm not gonna be doing this. But for those of you who are watching this video for the first time, I just want to quickly mention that basically I usually, at the beginning of these videos, I usually talk about my previous week and I kind of compare how accurate my general intuitive tarot reading was, which I do for the collective, how correct it was for me specifically. Well, let's say for me specifically and for people that I know, for people that I see, basically my circle of people. So yeah, so basically this time there is nothing to recap. So we're mostly gonna concentrate on this week, especially because there is a lot to discuss. Guys, guys, basically some time ago, I remember that I was doing a video and I was like, yeah, don't worry guys, don't worry. Right now there's gonna be like this last difficult astrological event, and after that things are just gonna go smooth and easy. And I think I was a little bit I said that a little bit prematurely, I would put it this way, because let's just say some things just happen regularly. Now, this is not to say that, some horrible things are gonna come, absolutely not. But I would say that I basically, last week I had this epiphany, and the epiphany was, we live, guys, in turbulent times. And I mean, like, they literally are turbulent. So, does it mean that we're all gonna die and everything's gonna be bad? No. I mean, one day everybody's gonna die, but, like, not necessarily all of us together in 1 second, like right now, no. But it's just, guys, this lifetime for us is basically not super, how should I put this? The souls that came on this planet this time, in this lifetime, we chose really bold life paths for ourselves. So we did not choose like easy peasy, uninteresting, boring lives. No. We somehow, I don't know guys, but we chose like really intensive, vivid, interesting, You know what? Kind of like Indiana Jones type of lives. Were Indiana Jones's travels easy? Never. He was pretty much almost dead every single second. But do we love watching his adventures, and do we feel like, oh, this was like super interesting? And did Indiana Jones enjoy his adventures? Pretty much so, I would say. I'm sure at least Indiana Jones definitely enjoyed his own adventures because he kept repeating them, right? I mean, it's not like he had one adventure and then he stopped. No, he continued. And so I would compare our lives, at least this lifetime for us guys, as life of Indiana Jones. It's like a little bit difficult, like a lot difficult, but definitely not boring, very interesting, very inspiring, very active, and like very vivid, I would say. It's like, like vivid, bright colors. There is nothing pale about it. Like, do you see these bright colors? Guys, this is basically our lives. So, yeah. So in other words, let me explain what is happening astrologically, guys. So I'm just gonna look at my notes, okay? So first of all, maybe, let's start with the major thing. The major thing, according to me, I think it's the major thing. So the major thing started yesterday on the 19th of July 2021, and it's going to last for the next 9 months. So it finishes somewhere around, I believe, April 2022 or something like this, guys. So the point is, there is such fictitious point in the sky monitored by astrologists, and it's called Black Moon. Black Moon is actually not an actual planet, it's just a fictitious point, like mathematically calculated point in the sky. However, this point is like pretty real because it influences us pretty strongly. And it's called, it's called black because there's nothing. There's just like black spot basically. And it's called moon because it influences our emotions, and we know that the usual moon also influences our emotions. But black moon influences our emotions in, yes guys, in a negative way. Surprise, surprise. Basically black moon is the, let's call it a planet, but it's not a real planet. But astrologically speaking, let's say it's a planet. So black moon is, guys, responsible for our fears. So, thank you for the likes, guys. So everything that we are fearful of emotionally, this is kind of, maybe not everything, but a lot of it is ruled by black moon. Oh, thank you so much for the comments. Thank you. So, and this black moon, it moves from one astrological sign to another. Previously, so obviously, all astrological signs, they go in a certain order. And previously, this black moon was in Taurus. So we might have been experiencing different fears emotionally connected with our financial stability, basically money, finances, all of it, because Taurus is usually kind of associated with the financial aspect of our lives. Now, after Taurus, astrologically, we have the next sign, which is Gemini. So yesterday, on the 19th of July 2021, the black moon moved or shifted into Gemini. Now, what is Gemini famous for? Speaking, because Gemini is ruled by planet Mercury, and this is a planet of very good communicators. However, obviously, when we have black moon entering some kind of sign, it kind of switches on the shadow aspects of the sign. In other words, from the 19th of July 2021, for the next 9 months, guys, we're going to be experiencing a lot of false information, basically false speaking. So a lot of false gossiping, false rumors, false gossiping, I mean, you know, people spreading false gossips and spreading false rumors, and people just giving us false information, people falsely accusing somebody of something, people stealing some ideas, some information from somebody, maybe some... Sorry guys, do you hear this? I feel like outside there is some noise. Anyway, so basically everything that is connected with some kind of false speaking, false accusations, everything that is connected with our mind, basically our thoughts and our words, but in a negative way. I feel, guys, now this is just my theory, I don't know, we're going to, you know, wait and see, but basically my feeling is that when we look at the planet in general, my theory is that we're going to get even more false information regarding the virus, the quarantine, the vaccines, something else. Oh, by the way, guys, also since we're talking about speaking, so Black Moon in Gemini can also represent some kind of threats. And like these threats can be like really scary, let's say. So it's like theoretically it's bluffing, but all of it looks very, very real, very realistic. And so this is the problem, because, you know, it's like our fears basically manifested into reality. Now, what do we do? Does it mean that we have to panic and die? No. But so what we need to do is to remember that, again, Black Moon is the planet representing our fears. Our fears are by themselves not real. It's us who can either make them real, so actually manifest them in really, really real reality, or not. So this is kind of us literally working through our fears. Obviously, we keep working through our fears all the time because, you know, Black Moon shifts, and then it also has different aspects, and it does some astrological things, blah, blah, blah. So it's not like it just happens like once in a lifetime. No, it happens all the time, every single day. It's just that I'm drawing your attention that for the next 9 months, we are going to be specifically working through fears connected specifically with this. False information, false gossiping, false rumors, false accusations, false threats, or, you know, what's the word? Kind of going in a negative way after somebody who is wrongly accused, something like this. But also, you know, I feel like it can represent all those situations where somebody, for example, threatens us and gives us some kind of ultimatum, but ultimately we are still stronger than this. For example, I don't know, I mean, I feel like on a governmental level it could be something like you all have to have obligatory vaccination, or we're gonna put all of you in jail. Is it scary? Of course it is. Is it a real threat by the real government? Of course it is. But like, we have to overcome this fear. If we don't want to be vaccinated, we have the right to fight for our freedom. Okay? So this is, it's not that these fears can't be kind of very realistic. It's more like, even if they seem realistic, we still have to fight for what's ours, for what is right, for what we authentically feel is, you know, ourselves. And so this is really important. not to give up, but to fight. Basically, fear is like the most difficult thing, I would say, to work with or to work through, but also it's like I guess the only thing that we're working through here on the planet, because everything is kind of, all obstacles in life, at the very core of them is literally fear. Why is one person attacking another? Because he or she got scared that somebody else is going to attack them. Why are you fighting back and attacking back? Because you got scared that somebody else attacked you. It's like, what did Yoda say about fear? Remember Star Wars? Something about fear leads to hate, hate leads to something else, and something else leads to, I don't remember, like death or like aggression, something like this. Basically, fear is at the core of all negative aspects, let's say, or negative actions and situations. And so this is the fear, the type of fears that we're going to be working through in the next 9 months. Like I said, everything connected with false words and false information and false ideas. Okay, so this is it. Now, so that was Black Moon in Gemini. For those of you who for those of you who speak Russian, you can watch a whole video on this. For example, on a channel titled Angela Pearl or Angela Perl. This lady, she lives in, she's from Ukraine, she lives in Australia, she makes her videos in Russian, but if you do not speak Russian, it's not a problem either, because on YouTube you have this option where you can watch a video in any language, but you can change the language. You can basically switch on an automatic translation. So if you want to, you can watch any video pretty much in any language, and you will have the subtitles, for example. Of course, these subtitles are created automatically, so they're not 100% perfect, but still you can get the general gist. So if you want to, you can still watch her videos. Now, another thing that happened last week, to be honest, I wasn't aware of this, and then I accidentally saw this information. I also posted this information on my Facebook profile and on my Facebook page. So you can check my Facebook profile, Alisa Kasradze, or my Facebook fan page, Alisa's Transmuting Tarot. And there was this post about Chiron going retrograde. It started on the 15th of July 2021, last week. And I don't remember exactly, I think it finishes like on the 19th or 17th, I want to say 19th of December 2021. So it pretty much lasts until the end of this year. Now, this is, Chiron is not a planet that I'm super familiar with, to be honest. I only know like the general idea about it. I do know that Chiron represents the wounded healer. So basically, how to describe it? It's like, it's the planet that describes, I guess you could call it the planet that describes our wounded inner child. Like we have like different traumas from childhood, and then we feel distrustful, and we have like different trust issues, and we have usually I would say trust issues or some other problems that we cannot overcome somehow. They're basically connected with fears usually anyway. So Chiron, I would say, represents this. It's like we did overcome some difficult situations, we survived, but we still feel traumatized by them, and so we're afraid that they are going to repeat, basically. This is the point. And so this aspect, it kind of is happening, pretty much at the same time as this Black Moon turning to Gemini. So So yeah, guys, even more opportunity to work through our trust issues, through our beliefs, through our fears and things like that. So what I'm saying is basically that life might be throwing at us different situations which might be potentially triggering us a little bit, and we would have to learn how to overcome our triggers and our issues, I mean like trust issues for example, and our fears. And finally, guys, because you might have thought that this is the end, but no, that's not the end. So finally, we're having another astrological event that is happening this week, guys. Oh, by the way, guys, I almost forgot. When I'm talking about this week, I mean between the 20th of July 2021 until the 26th of July, the end of 26th of July 2021. Why? Because as you know, guys, I do these videos at the end of Monday. So I basically, when I say a week, I basically look at the week from Tuesday until the end of next Monday. Okay, so we're looking at the week between the 20th and 26th of July 2021. So during this week, there is another astrological event happening, and that is full moon, guys. So full moon is happening this week on the 24th of July 2021, which is Saturday. Now, I thought it's just gonna be full moon, but no. So apparently, this full moon is going to be a little bit tricky because I don't remember. I think it's like full moon in Capricorn. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't remember exactly, I'll be honest. But anyway, there is like some point about this full moon that it's like astrologically it's somehow happening in such a way that it's connected with Saturn, planet Saturn. And Saturn, as you might remember, is responsible for restrictions, limitations, for delays, for hard work, for doing things like slowly but surely, one step at a time, things like this, kind of like you're in the army now type of thing. But numerologically speaking, there is something about the numerology of this day that somehow signifies planet Mars. And you might remember, guys, that I think 2 weeks ago or 2.5 weeks ago, we already had an aspect between, like it was in a position between Mars and Saturn, and you might have felt it. I remember I did. So anyway, it's a difficult opposition because Mars is all about like action, taking action, doing things, moving forward, like being impulsive, being passionate, kind of striving for whatever you want. And Saturn is like, no, we're going to slow down, we're going to restrict you. So it's like literally opposite forces. Last time, by the way, guys, when there was this aspect, what happened was I accidentally hit myself really badly on the back, and I'm still recovering, actually. So be careful on this day when it comes to different potential injuries or like just accidents. Be very careful on the road, absolutely. Whether you're a pedestrian or you're a driver, it doesn't matter. Just be careful on the road. Ideally, maybe just spend this day at home and meditate. This is my advice. I mean, just generally, just be careful. I do feel like on this day, oh, and by the way, you do know, guys, that generally speaking, it's statistically even proven that during full moons, usually there are more accidents. So on this full moon, just be careful. But I do feel like, what could be happening? Maybe there could be another strike. Something against vaccination or something or whatever, or maybe there could be some kind of oppositions, basically, like between the government and people who are protesting, and like I'm not sure exactly, but it could be a very like emotional day. And remember that we can feel the energy of the full moon a little bit earlier and a little bit later. So not only necessarily specifically on this day, but also like around it, which means that we might already start feeling this energy, for example, on Thursday or Friday, and we might still be feeling it, for example, on Sunday and Monday. So basically, what should I say? This week, just be careful. So basically, when we put it all together, guys, we're having this Chiron, which went retrograde, which represents this wounded healer and shows different triggers that we're having. We are having this Black Moon in Gemini, which represents all of this false information. And we're having this full moon, which is potentially explosive, let's say. So just, yeah, a little bit turbulent week, definitely vivid. Like I said, Indiana Jones type of life. So be like Indiana Jones, be flexible, move fast when you need to, move slow when you need to, stand still when you need to. Basically just kind of go with the flow. Definitely, you know, go within and listen to your intuition. If your intuition is strongly telling you something, even if it doesn't make any logical sense, listen to it anyway. If your intuition tells you leave, I don't know, the supermarket right now, leave the supermarket right now. If your intuition tells you don't go somewhere by car right now, don't go somewhere by car right now. So basically just listen to your intuition, okay? Also, just if you want to get some more information about this, guys, when it comes to specifically this full moon, you can also on YouTube, you can watch this channel called Stargirl the Practical Witch. And on this lady's channel, you can watch, you know, the whole video about a full moon that is happening this week. So, you know, she's an actual astrologist, so she explains it, I guess, in a more detailed way and more professionally. So if you are into this, you can dig more. If what I already told you is enough for you, then here we go. So yeah, because I generally, I took, you know, the information from her channel. The general information, of course. Like I said, I'm not an actual astrologist, guys. But I do like, I must admit, I do kind of like astrology. The only reason why I didn't want to be an astrologist has always been the fact that, because I kind of tried, I did like a very short course in astrology, but I wasn't very happy with it, to be honest. And especially because I didn't like the idea that like classical astrology, it's very narrow-minded, I would say. Like, this is the impression that I got. Basically, it's kind of like you're either born under a lucky star or you're born under an unlucky star, and this is it, basically. It's like things are either good or bad, and it's like there's no understanding of how this life is constructed, and there is absolutely no information about a person's free will. And so yeah, so I was kind of like, no, I don't want to go into this, but I have always been like naturally inclined, I guess, towards astrology and interested in it. So I naturally just pick up this information, and I like to read it and I like to watch it and everything. So recently, I must admit, I've been thinking maybe I should still actually learn a little bit more about astrology and just become one of those few progressive astrologists who would be incorporating the knowledge of like classical astrology with the understanding of how life is constructed. In other words, who would be seeing the patterns, but also the free will that we all have, and and having the understanding that we are creating our reality. So we'll see, guys. Stay tuned. If I do learn astrology kind of more officially, I'll let you know. So I told you everything about, hold on. Yes, I told you guys everything when it comes to astrology. So now we're moving to my part, which is tarot. And by the way, guys, I'm seeing that I forgot to take the divination tool. Well, all right, I'll take it in a second. So, okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards from a tarot deck to see the general energy of this upcoming week for the collective, for the week between the 20th until the 26th of July 2021. All right. Interesting. Okay, guys, absolutely, this week is going to be pretty transformative. By the way, just very quickly, of course, just to sum up, what you need to understand is that all of those astrological events, they don't just happen just to piss us off, right? Or to make us depressed and traumatized and something else. All of these things happen to free us. Because if we have some traumas which haven't been fully worked through, then it's not like they're magically going to disappear. We need to release them. And all those planets and all those astrological events, they kind of facilitate, they kind of push us a little bit towards releasing everything that is negative, everything that is no longer needed. And they're also helping us to let in everything that we do want, everything that is positive. So remember that this is the purpose of all astrological shifts and events and everything like this. So, guys, first of all, at the back of the deck, we have the Hermit, right? This is the energy that we're in right now, in this moment, as a collective. So collectively speaking, I would say we're feeling right now, and by the way, this is a major arcana card. So we might be feeling like, you know, we're by ourselves, and maybe we want to be by ourselves, so we're feeling fine. Maybe we want to kind of go a little bit in this hermit mode, literally, right? So maybe we're thinking about something, like thinking things through. Maybe we just need some time alone. Maybe, you know, some of you are just sleeping. I mean, alone, guys, or in your dreams, like in your mind, you're alone, right? So basically, however it transpires for you guys, you know, this is it. Also, I would say that, you know, because the Hermit, this is the card that also represents wisdom and like really wise knowledge and following our light. So it can also represent a person who goes into this hermit mode to kind of analyze their inner self. So perhaps we are right now in this energy of, you know, perhaps facing our shadow self, perhaps analyzing something within ourselves, right? But the most important thing here is to remember that we have the light. It's our light, and it's like always there. So we have to follow our inner light no matter what, and we're going to come out of any darkness, even if this darkness is literally within us. So this is it, so no worries. And then we have, guys, Page of Pentacles, and then we have Death, which is a major arcana card again. And then we have Six of Swords. So now, it's very interesting, guys, because actually, you know, of course, all cards have a billion different meanings, but generally speaking, I want to point out the fact that potentially all three of those cards may represent, among other things, some kind of movement, as in travel. So, you know, just throwing it out there. Maybe it's going to be relevant for some of you. So anyway, here's what I see. So we have Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is somebody who is a student. So this is a person who is, for example, starting to learn something. It's also potentially a person who is, for example, you know, like, how should I put this? It's kind of sending something small towards somebody else. For example, somebody is sending you a text message. I mean, honestly, or like, I don't know, contacts you, sorry, guys, okay. Or maybe this person contacts you via Messenger. I don't know what, somehow I feel like I can see somebody who is contacting us, guys. So yeah, I honestly feel that. So somebody might approach us this week and like offer us something. Of course, these also could be us offering something to somebody else, or sending this text message or you know, message in a messenger to somebody else. So either way, however it goes, but there is this person sending something to somebody else. Other than that, it can represent like a very short travel, short trip. What else, guys? Yeah, honestly, I feel like, and like I said, this can also represent somebody who is beginning to study and to learn. So we might also start this week some kind of course. We are still at the beginning stages because it's a page, so it's like the very beginning, let's say, of this course for us specifically. So we might be learning something new, something like from zero, basically, from ground zero, but it's like it has potential. Also, when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to those messages, for example, actually either way, regardless of whether these are messages or whether we're learning something new, it's like this person is building something from ground zero. So they're just at the beginning stages. They're just starting to work on some project. And yes, it's just the beginning, but it has certain potential. So these are like first steps in that direction, but it definitely has the possibility to develop into something much greater. So let's say if it's a text message or some kind of message, we might be like hoping, for example, to manifest some kind of outcome. And yes, there is definitely this this potential to manifest the outcome we desire. If it's some kind of course and we're hoping to finish this course and become, I don't know, somebody. Maybe you want to be a musician, maybe you want to be a writer, whatever course it is, maybe you want to speak English. Either way, we do have the potential to do it successfully and again manifest the results that we want. You see what I mean? So then we have Death. Death is a very good card in tarot, and it represents transformation. So literally something that we no longer need, guys, gets basically destroyed. It dies, right? So it transforms, and it transforms into something new. New life, new energy, you know, something new. And it's very interesting because the last card here is the Six of Swords, and potentially both cards can actually mean the same. It's just that here usually this card, the Six of Swords, can represent more often like a physical transition, so a physical travel, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be just emotional transition, emotional travel, like transitioning from one state, let's say, into another. So honestly, to me, those two cards here kind of represent the same thing. I would just say that because there are two of them, it's like they, how should I put this? They confirm one another. So it's like, yeah, there's definitely going to be transformation, like definitely. But also I would say it kind of works like this. So this card represents transformation, and then this card represents the fact that thanks to this transformation, we're going to go far. We're going... Somebody wrote to me something, okay. So, yeah, okay. So this card represents the fact that we're going to go far, that we're going to, you know, either actually travel. So for example, we're going to get an opportunity, and this is going to be a great opportunity of a job, for example, like a job offer or something else. Or we're going to go far, like emotionally. So for example, we're going to release something negative from the past, and we're going to finally become free and move forward in life very easily. If you look at the card very closely, here we have like super stormy, kind of wavy sea, and here we have like super calm water. And so we're moving away from the stormy sea and moving into the calm and peaceful energy. All right, so this is the point. So bringing it all together, guys, we have, I feel like, here is the deal. There is something that we want to manifest this week. There is some kind of project, some kind of thing, some kind of job, some kind of contact that we want to have. There is some kind of project or some kind of manifestation, some kind of outcome that we want to have. And we're hoping to do it, and we're manifesting it kind of like from the beginning. But we're like feeling very, very hopeful, and we know that we're going to do it. And we're going to definitely, how should I put this? Yeah, so we're definitely sure that we're going to achieve our result. And as a result, but in order to do this, we have to kind of release our fears. We have to release our past negative situations, our past traumas, things like this. And so we're going to do this. We are going to go through transformation, and as a result, we are going to move forward towards the actually manifested result of whatever it is that we've been manifesting. So this is the idea. All right, guys. Now, guys, I see that the video has been pretty long already. So after all, I think I'm not gonna use the divination tool this time, just because I already devoted so much time to describing to you the astrological events and everything else. So I feel like this is pretty much enough. So this week, let's leave it at that. Thank you so much, guys. I'm stopping here. And yeah, what else? So remember that if you're feeling like you're facing some difficult issues that it's difficult for you to overcome, if you're feeling like you're lost in life and you're not sure where to go next and what to do next, or if you have a dilemma, for example, and you don't know which way to go, or which specific person or situation or thing you should choose, remember that you can contact me via Alisa's Transmuting Tarot Facebook page, and I can help you as a tarot reader, as a theta healer, as a coach, as a life teacher. You can contact me with regards to all those issues, and I can help you deal with them and overcome them and see what's the best way to overcome all of these. And if you feel like you need some kind of extra boost of energy, like you need to balance your energy, perhaps calm down a little bit, perhaps just feel generally more harmonious, then you can contact me with regards to such beautiful gemstone bracelets. You can also see them kind of like more specifically, all the albums and the pictures on my Facebook page, Alice's Wonders. And so you can also contact me via Alice's Wonders Facebook page with regards to such energetic gemstone bracelets, for example, and I could create something like this for you. These specific gemstone bracelets, they are created uniquely by me, handmade, you know, for your specific energy. And so they are kind of uniquely created for you, and so they should harmonize your energy. And I also load them with positive energy specifically for you, again, uniquely for your energy. And so they're very, very personalized. So if you feel like you could use this extra boost of energy, this extra harmonization, let's say, then you can absolutely contact me with regards to those as well. So thank you very much, guys, and see you next time. Bye, guys.